Isang nagpasikat sa Kymco sa bansa natin noon ay yung Kymco Dink. Patingkad yung pangalan noon at nagkaroon din siya ng sariling cult following. Nagkaroon siya ng comeback recently with the Kymco Dink R na na-feature na rin natin. Ngayon naman may nilabas silang Kymco Dink S, an offshoot of the R. Off the bat, sa unang tingin, kita natin agad ang isang obvious na difference. Ang Kymco Dink S ay merong gulay board.
Sa isang tampo, ako na ang nasa isip mo.
Ang ride ng Kymco Dink S shares many attributes with the Dink R. Although itsura-wise, mas type ko yung Dink R, the S version is coming off na mas praktikal ng dahil sa versatility niya, gawa ng meron siyang floorboard. Karga niya ay isang single overhead cam na 4-stroke 4-valve na single-cylinder engine. Fuel injected tayo of course with a displacement of 149cc. Sa lakas meron tayong 15 HP na nakapartner sa 13.2 Newton meters of torque.
Sana di na matapos ang kinina natin ang gabi. Walang maaayos pag sarili ay walang mali. Hindi na bibitaw tahimik na umaga, ginto natapos di.
Ride position natin is quite comfortable sa height kong 6 feet. Oo, ang laking bulos ko tignan pag nakasakay ako sa mga gantong motor, pero more often than not, hindi maliit or cramped ang pakiramdam ko pag nakasakay ako sa mga gantong motor. Parang normal na motor lang. Malayo rin ang mararating natin with a 7-liter fuel capacity. Now, like yung R version nito, ABS tayo harap-likod. So that's a plus na plus. Nakakatuwa talagang isipin na talamak na halos normal na ang double channel ABS sa mga small displacement na motorsiklo, lalo na sa lineup ng Kymco.
Di bale, babalik siya. Babalik siya. Babalik siya.
Okay, so what we have in front of us is a Kymco Dink S and a lady who's jogging. So this is the Kymco Dink S 150. So galing po ito dun sa Kymco Dink R 150. Yung Dink R, that's more on the sporty side of things. Ito naman more urban yung datingan niya. But I can still say that may pagka-sporty pa rin siya. So I will call this a urban sporty scooter. Just a bit of quick history. Of course, Dink is one of the scooters na nagpalagay sa mapa for Kymco. Sobrang sikat to sa ibang bansa, especially when they showed up with the Dink here in the Philippines. Also, solido din. So looking at the fit and finish, as Kymco goes, paint job is stellar. Okay siya, we have an integrated grab bar / bracket for your top box. Yung mga kabitan dito is gonna be situated this way, and this way. Seat is also pretty good. I'd say it is above average with some of the other 150 scoots out there. So yung upholstery niya, okay naman po. Yung ating pillion, I like itong klaseng foam na medyo on the stiff side kasi hindi siya lubog agad. So meron siyang palag sa weight mo, especially me. Being 190 pounds, gusto ko yung medyo may palag sa akin ng konti. So I got like a little suspension action. Kasi pag masyadong lubog agad, that means nag-bottom out na ako, nandun na ako sa matigas na parts of upuan. So ito, medyo matigas-tigas ng konti, okay din siya. Over here, you're gonna find ang ating sabitan. Usually you find that here, but it's not here, it's now here, which is fine. It's also done in a way na malinis siya tignan. Hindi siya parang may nakasukbit dyan na hook kasi pwede mo siya itago kung wala ka naman isasabit. Our gulay board, ooh, pretty spacious. Not bad. And if you look at my knee action, yes, a lot of 150 scoots sa akin tumatama ni handlebar. Kasi when you're turning naman, konti lang naman, hindi pa turning, di ba? Pero when I really need to turn and my legs ay hindi nakalapag sa ground, iwas lang naman yan di ba? or iwas ng ganyan. Ganun lang naman yung solusyon dyan para sa mga matatangkad. So our seating position is more toilet seat kasi tayo ay nakaangat ng konti above. Whenever my knee is above the waist kahit slightly, this is what I call the toilet seat position, which is why, as I mentioned, at least for me, kung toilet seat position tayo, gusto ko may konting palag yung foam kasi talagang nababaw na ako pababa, di ba? So talagang tukod yung put natin dito sa seat. So to have a bit of resistance there is good, at least for my height. So this is our position. We got pretty ample space here. 2 feet naman kaya natin at 6 feet. Chinelas check sa ating seat. Kung gaano siya ka-generous. This is a size 11. So dalawang size 11 more or less. Yan. That's what you get. Paano ba ito paandarin? Simple. Just make sure you're close because keyless po tayo dito. This is our key and I just put this in my pocket. Pe-press mo lang to at yan ay iilaw. Like so. And then we can now open the seat. So again, Kymco is one of those. Very, very practical. You got full open ang tawag natin dyan. At hindi siya alanganin na ganyan lang. That means my elbow, hindi mo tatamaan when I get into it. So this is our size. Let's go for a chinelas check. Okay. Okay, it's a matter of perspective. And chop leg check. Boom. Hanggang space dito right above my knee for the chop leg check. Can this be dead space? Sorta, but you can still put some things over here. Dito hindi pwede syempre kasi dyan na yung hook. Wishlist natin dito, pilot light. I travel a lot sa gabi. Gusto ko pag may kukunin akong gamit dyan may ilaw. So poop, a little nice pilot light would suffice. I think pretty good improvement there. For our gauge, this is reminiscent of yung ating bigger flagship na AK550. Okay, let's turn it on. So for our cluster gauge, 3-piece po siya. So biniyak na yung cluster gauge. Very stylish if you ask me kasi ito yung parang setup natin sa Kymco AK550, the higher models ng Kymco. However, the panel in itself, it's a bit dated in the sense that it's only digital. Super na super to. Siyempre di natin alam kung sobrang magbabago presyo. Pero imagine mo kung tatlong TFT display to, di ba? Napakaganda, napakagara. And also they have Nudo technology. If they can incorporate that with this one, then super solid din siya. In terms of our busina, it's a very beefy actually. It's not a very high-pitched meep meep. Mas lower. Nice touch there. Diba? May konting highlight pop of red tayo dyan. This is how our tambucha sounds. Now the reason why hindi siya tumutuloy is because of our traction control. Safety po tayo. There you go. But more or less that's what the tambucha sounds like. Now to disengage the TCS, I just gotta press on this button over here. It says TCS. Now we can hear how that tambucha sounds like. Just one thing that I've noticed, inulan tayo, if you do not wipe this thing out or hindi mo ito itatapat sa araw, nandyan lang yung tubig mo. So punasan mo lang when you can. That is our LED light. Bright, not bright, bright, not bright. And for our signal, that is what you get. And for our rear LED then, very stylish brakes. LED brakes as well. So, marami rin siyang pluses in the sense na meron kang mga ganyang perks na we are LED all the way, meron kang TCS, meron kang ABS. Sacrifice trade-off mo, yung gauge mo is a bit dated, but it's okay. If I were to choose between a dated gauge and TCS and ABS, siyempre doon ako sa mas safety, di ba? Kesa naman naka-TFT ka nga, wala ka naman safety features, tapos ganun din presyo, hindi na, di ba? Alright, that is our little compartment. Ito po ang ating Galaxy S. Pasok na pasok po. Chinelas check naman, size 11. Yun na yun. In terms of fit and finish ng ating handlebar grip, makapit. Okay. Quality of the plastics, I would say they would be on the average. This is pretty typical of the lower displacement plastics of Kymco. So, does its job. It's alright. Pretty impressive ang ating side view mirror. Very beefy. Hindi nila tinipid to. Maganda yung kanyang presentation, structure, and material used, and even the finish. So, ito wala nang palitan. Our windscreen, if I may request, maganda kung adjustable siya. Kahit hindi naman kailangan automatic, kahit manual. Something that we can lift up here, maybe a little lever. Boop, para siya ay also magamit or mas ma-appreciate din ng mga mas matangkad na riders katulad ko. For our tires, Kymco, choice of tire nila is Maxxis, pretty good brand. Sa harap natin, it's 13s. We see the mags. We see the sign TCS over here. Nice touch on the pop of red sa ating calipers. Color of mags, proven na yung gantong kulay with black. Nice beefy tires over there. So dito naman sa likod, we have the same, size 13, pero mas makapal yung gulong natin dyan. Dual shocks tayo, twin. I would also love to see maybe in future variants, a little improvement. Meron tayong hidden monoshock sa likod. Sobrang pogi niyan, I think. Really clean, really sporty looking. Pero yun nga lang, sana dito mas masyado yung presyo natin. Diba?
Kymco has been consistently coming out with very reliable motorcycles. Simula noon sa unang bili ko na Kymco Like noong 2008 till now, sa dami ko nang nasubukan na motor, andyan at steady lang talaga siya. Matibay at praktikal. Walang perpektong motor, lagi natin sinasabi yan. And some improvements na nakikita ko dito, I think would be a modern take on the panels. Medyo mala AK550 datingan niya, but a little more color or konting wisik ng kulay sa panels, like for example, maliliit na TFT display, I think would be a good thing. Also, more connectivity with gadgets. Yes, maraming pagpipilian at 142,900, but at the end of the day, sa mga nakakaintindi, ang Kymco ay Kymco. The Dink S, folks. Sir Sakpo for Makina Moto Features. Ciao!
Madaling